Starting over after you've lost a spouse. This is a really hard subject. And if you're watching this and you've gone through this, I've worked with many clients who've gone through this, and they all say it's one of the most difficult things, because in one aspect you have the part of you that is still grieving and still mourning the loss of a person that you chose to do the rest of your life with. But then there's that part of you that is longing for companionship, that doesn't want to do life alone, that wants to have someone to partner with, to go to the movies with, to go to concerts with, to hold in the evenings. And so that can be really challenging when you're still grieving or letting go of your partner. So if you're in that position, my heart really goes out to you, because it's a challenging conundrum to be in. But there are answers. But I do just want to validate you and say that you're not alone. And that while it may feel like you're alone, that there are others who have shared in your same experience. So we're gonna give you some guidance here to help you walk through that and navigate through that. So when you're returning to love and dating again, it can feel a bit wild out there, like the wild, wild west. Chances are dating apps were not around when you two were together, and now you want to find love, you want to start dating again after losing your spouse, and you're not really sure where to get started. Here it is. It's a tricky balance, because there's a part of your heart, and I just want to speak very honestly to you, there's a part of your heart that still needs to go through the grieving process. And so one thing that I always encourage my clients with is really check in with yourself and ask yourself if you're really ready for this. Because sometimes when you're not ready and you try to force yourself from your grieving stage and you just tried to get on with dating, your body has an interesting way and your mind has an interesting way of attracting people that you want nothing to do with. And really what you need to do, instead of getting in dating situations that you really don't want to be in, is just to allow yourself to grieve. So the first thing I would really encourage you to do is check in with yourself and say, okay, as much as I want companionship, as much as I want to find a partner, am I actually really ready for this, or am I pushing myself too soon? And that's a question that only you can answer. No one can give you that answer but you. However, if you do feel like you're ready, then dating can seem a bit confusing. And I know that some people, when they get started in the process, chances are you've started, hasn't worked out well, and that's why you're watching my video, because you're like, I need help. Also, check out this video where one of these sites where I talk about when you feel like giving up, because that is going to be part of your process. You're going to want to feel like you want to give up and just go, forget it, I'll just stay single. And that's not a long-term solution. But when you feel that way, make sure that you watch that video. So you've checked in with yourself, you're like, I need to move on, it's time to find companionship. Two things that I would highly suggest to you is to find friends, acquaintances, people that you know, and let them know that you're ready to start meeting people again, that you're opening yourself up to dating, to meeting someone new, to possibly finding love. That's gonna be a more safe avenue than just mindlessly swiping on dating apps. So make sure that you tell your friends, you tell the people, your community, wherever you work out or whatever community that you're a part of, whichever ones you belong to, let people know, hey, by the way, I think I'm at a place where I want to start dating again. It's a hard step, but I think I'm ready. So if you have any friends that you think I might be interested in, and say it just like this, write it down, that I might be interested in, I'd be happy for you if you'd be kind enough to make an introduction. The second piece of advice I would give you is this: make sure that you're going out and doing activities that you really love to do. Why? Because when you're in your natural state of having fun and enjoying life, chances are you're gonna be more open-hearted. You're gonna be in your best element because you're enjoying life. that's going to make you look far more attractive. It's going to make you come across far more open-hearted to the opposite sex or same sex, wherever you are. But whatever it is, like, you want to be enjoying life, because that's when life's magic tends to happen, is when we're actually wholeheartedly enjoying ourselves. So make sure that you get involved with community groups, whether it's a hobby that you're involved in or a specific interest, whether it's pottery, hiking, cycling, fitness, art, going to concerts. Make sure that you're active, because it's very easy to want to stay home and feel sorry for yourself and throw yourself a pity party. But we know that that's not going to get you to your solution anytime soon. So make sure that you push yourself to be active and find ways to go out, interact with people, and then make yourself available. Let people know, yeah, I've gone through a loss, but I'm at a place where I'm really taking the step forward to really open my heart and see if there's a possibility of finding someone new. Listen, if you're going through this, just know that you're not alone, because I think that's the hardest thing, is when you lose a partner. It's that feeling of, I'm all alone. And as you know, it's not always easy finding that special someone. For some people it's very difficult, for some people it is easy. But there's a lot of effort in finding love, and there's also a lot of effort that goes into keeping love, especially if you've been married. Then you know that, these youngsters nowadays, they don't know how to put in the work. Chances are you did put in the work, and now it's feeling hard being alone. So I want you to know that there is support, and that there are other people who go through this as well, so that they share in your experiences. And if you're very just overwhelmed with modern dating, then please check out my video that you can see. I always point in the wrong direction, but why modern dating sucks. Watch that video, and I'm gonna give you some helpful answers in there. Make sure you subscribe, and if you need extra assistance, you can always go to my website, aricaangelo.com, and I even have a free meditation video that will help you in your journey of connecting and finding love. Know that you're supported, and come back here anytime for more support. Loving you. Take care.